Good evening, everybody, and happy Easter. Hello, Alan, up there in Cleveland. Hope everybody is a lovely day outside. Whatever you did, if you went to church this morning, fantastic. If you spent the day with your family, fantastic. I did get to see my kids, granddaughter and great granddaughter, for a few minutes this afternoon. But let us remember one thing. The reason for Easter, it's not egg hunts and all of that. Okay. It's kind of like Christmas. You need to remember the real reason behind it. And hopefully you didn't use it as your one day a year to go to church. Hello, Tina. Everybody wish Tina luck. She's got big doing job interviews for a teaching job. Maybe I'm just being judgmental, but if you're only going to church on Easter, why are you going at all? Now, earlier this afternoon, I let you know we are expecting two guests tonight. Tennessee Governor Bill Lee and Georgia Governor Kemp. Now, it's my understanding Kemp is wanting to come on very, very, very early. And he's just going to have to wait because he's a jackwagon. This is me. But let us remember what also took place on this date in 1968. This was the day where the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. was assassinated in Memphis. And we need to remember that with everything that's going on in this country right now. In a way, I see some improvement, and in a way, I don't. And what has happened in Atlanta this week has exacerbated that situation a little bit more. Tina, got a job offer. Let me read this. Okay. Good deal. But before I get into that, Tuesday, I got shot number 2. So Tuesday will be 1 week. The following Tuesday will be the 2 weeks that they tell you then you will be fully vaccinated against COVID-19. And there's Rhonda. Oh boy. But okay, he's pounding on he's texting me, and he's ready to go on. Let's see. Hang on a minute. Governor Kemp, are you with me? Ladies and gentlemen, Georgia Governor Kemp.
What's my destiny, Mom?
That was Governor Kemp of the great state of Georgia. And if you, and I know Alan's a baseball fan, and I know most everybody is all up in arms and whining on social media because Major League Baseball has taken the All-Star game away from Atlanta due to the new voting laws that were enacted in Georgia. And you had to know it was coming. That may be Governor Lee. Let me just check my phone, folks. That could be Governor Lee. Nope, that's not. He'll be with us shortly. Governor Bill Lee of Tennessee will be with us shortly. But let's have, let's once again thank Georgia Governor Brian Kemp for stopping by along with his mama, because his destiny is not to be reelected. But you had to know it was coming. And the precedent, I saw where one person had put, this sets a bad precedent. Well, the dumbass ain't real smart. Ain't real smart at all. And the precedent was set in 1991 when the NFL took the Super Bowl away from Phoenix because the state of Arizona voted down making MLK Day a state holiday in Arizona. So the NFL pulled the Super Bowl that was scheduled for 1993. So for those who say it set a bad precedent, wake up, dumbass. Precedent was set 3 decades ago. You had to know it was coming. Think about it. Just the threat of legislation going through about a bathroom bill in the state of North Carolina in 2017, the NBA All-Star Game was pulled from the city of Charlotte, just over the threat of that legislation. The number one airline in the United States is based in Atlanta, Georgia. Delta. The number one beverage company in the world is based in Atlanta. Coca-Cola. They have spoken up. There are rumblings that Delta Airlines is talking about leaving Atlanta, their corporate headquarters. If you didn't know this was coming, then you're oblivious to the freaking world. And now we get into sports shouldn't be involved in politics. Whatever. The Georgia State Legislature made their bed. Now they got to lie in it. While Governor Brian Kemp says he's going to fight Major League Baseball. Is that man as big a moron as he appears to be? You folks that live in Georgia, is Brian Kemp doing a good job for you? Are your state legislators doing a job for you? What they did is they cost Cobb County about $100 million that would have come into that city from the Super Bowl, from the All-Star game. Now we have to wait and see what the Southeastern Conference does with the SEC championship game. Now, I don't think they'll move it. But you have had other, Magic Johnson is one of the owners of the Los Angeles Dodgers. LeBron James is one of the owners, a minority owner, albeit, of the Boston Red Sox. But yet everybody wants to get on social media and whine and cry, and they're going to boycott baseball. It's not going to do any good, folks. Major League Baseball made the decision. Now, the smart play on Major League Baseball, because this was going to be a celebration of Hank Aaron at the All-Star game. The smart play for Major League Baseball is to move that game to Milwaukee. He started his career as a Milwaukee Brave, and he ended it as a Milwaukee Brewer. So the smart play for Major League Baseball is to move that game to Milwaukee. And my thing, Alan, and I understand exactly what you're saying. My thing is, people had to know it was coming, because the outrage against all this new voter regulation in the state of Georgia has stirred up a hornet's nest. So you had to know somebody would react. Coca-Cola has already made a statement, and Delta Airlines has already made a statement. And now those dumbass Georgia legislators, one of which is from, I think he's from Chickamauga, Jeff Mullis. Really, he's a Moosis. They want to punish Delta Airlines for making a statement against the new voter, whatever bill is called. They want to punish Delta Airlines for just making a statement by removing their tax breaks. Yeah, why don't you go punish the number one airline in America? Yes, he's clueless like Toulis. So now they want to go punish Delta Airlines by removing all tax breaks they get for having their corporate headquarters in Atlanta. It's almost as bad as the Tennessee legislature, which has passed the permitless carry, don't need a permit to carry a gun in Tennessee anymore. And I'll be damned if a 15-year-old boy who identifies as a female wants to play volleyball. He can't do it. And they're trying to pass bathroom legislation in Tennessee. They're trying to pass legislation where textbooks and all books that are in public school have to be checked to make sure that it is not mentioning the LGBTQ community. And then you got another state legislator who is trying to push through a bill to benefit I don't know how to word this. It's the person they're having a relationship with, and they're trying to push through legislation that would benefit them. That's what's going on in Nashville. And people keep electing them. And I can't figure out for the life of me why. And now everybody is up in arms because the basketball coach at East Tennessee State University was forced to resign. They're not admitting it, but he was forced to resign because he supported his basketball team when they took a knee for the national anthem at McKenzie Arena when they played the Mocs. Because one of the biggest donors to ETSU athletics has told them, you bring all the cars back that the coaching staffs drive, that we supply. Johnson City Honda. Either he goes or bring back all the cars we gave you. And now they're trying to do spin control. The fact of the matter is he was forced out because he backed his team when they wanted to take a stand or take a knee. And I know there is a protest planned for this week at the Honda dealer in Johnson City, Tennessee. Because the university apparently bowed to pressure from a donor. Hi, Kim. And now it is being reported that pressure was exerted. Therefore, the basketball coach at ETSU is no longer the coach. And I'm just trying to wrap my stupid little head around all of it. And I can't do it. It's like Bill Lee, who has said time and time again, hello, Cindy Lou. I hope you had a good few days. But you still see people making their comments. You just had to know Major League Baseball was going to retaliate. That's just the way of the world now. It's like I'm channel surfing the other night and don't shoot me because I stopped there. But I stopped on Fox News for a minute because they had Candace Owens, an African-American lady who is ultra conservative. And she is urging people to say, to hell with it. Say whatever you want on social media. And I got to see what my buddy Rhonda said. Yeah, retaliate. Don't give campaign contributions anymore to the people that support this crap. But when Bill Lee's running for governor, he's promising the sun and the moon and everything else, and now he's backing off on it. Because he's afraid he's going to antagonize the people who think they matter, that are trying to push through legislation that does not help us. When we've got over 500,000 people in Tennessee that can't get adequate health care because Tennessee won't fund Medicaid when it's not going to cost them a damn bloody dime. It's part of the COVID relief package. But we get a state legislator who's wanting to help their significant other in their line of work, so they're going to push through some legislation that'll help their significant other. But the thing is, you just can't. You have to be so careful what you say. I'm a blogger several years ago. I think I went into this and I chastised Blue Cross Blue Shield of Tennessee for not stepping up to the plate and telling TSSAA, you know, we call these football championships the Blue Cross Bowl. We'd like to see them in Chattanooga, where our headquarters. I almost lost my job over that. Had nothing to do with me working there. So, if you like Candace Owen, that's fine and dandy. But don't take her advice and go on social media and call someone a douchebag. Okay? You just got to be, it's just the way of the world now, and we have to just live with it. And getting on Facebook or Twitter and whining and complaining because Major League Baseball took the All-Star game away from Atlanta doesn't accomplish any freaking thing. And Rhonda brings up, you know, Jeff Mullis from North Georgia, state senator, combined from Delta Airlines, the Atlanta Braves, and Coca-Cola got $26,000 in campaign contributions. But yet he's going to push through legislation to punish Delta for just saying something about the voters' bill that was enacted into law in Georgia. Jeff Mullis, you're a special kind of stupid. And somebody can tell him I said that. That takes a special kind of stupid. Okay, I just got notification. We are now going to be joined by the Honorable Governor of the state of Tennessee, Bill Lee. Governor Lee, welcome to the show.
Gosh, Shazam! 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 Ollie! Ollie! Shazam! Gosh! Ollie! Ollie! Shazam! Gosh! Shazam! 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 Golly! golly, 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 Shazam, gosh, golly, 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 Shazam. Shazam, golly, Shazam, golly, 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 Shazam, golly, gosh, golly, Shazam, Shazam, golly, golly, Shazam, Shazam, golly, 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 Shazam, golly, Shazam, golly, golly, Shazam, gosh, golly.
Thank you, Governor Bill Lee, for appearing on tonight's show. Thank you ever so much. So we've had both of them. We've had Brian Kemp. We've had Governor Bill Lee. What a night for us. This even beats the night that we had Mitch McConnell. Hot damn almighty. Jeff Mullis, I'm drinking a Coca-Cola. I paid for it. They didn't have to give me money to, and now you want to bite them on the ass. Dumbass. Now, I've not watched any baseball the last couple of, I've not watched it. It's just early. It's just early. These games mean absolutely nothing. They're part of the regular season, yes, but they mean nothing in the grand scheme of things. So I've seen a couple of people whining that the Braves aren't any good. Yeah, we're, 3 games into the season, and they're already throwing in the towel. Now, the NCAA Women's National Championship, it may have already tipped off. Arizona and Stanford, I think, are at. And then tomorrow night, Baylor and Gonzaga will play for the men's NCAA basketball championship. Gonzaga is looking to do something that has not been accomplished since 1976. And that is to run the table undefeated and win the national championship. Last team to do that was Indiana with Bobby Knight. And see, in today's culture, Bobby Knight couldn't coach anymore. Now, I don't know how to approach this Congressman Getz. I mean, the proof's out there. Come on, man, just resign. Just like Governor Cuomo, resign. You've embarrassed yourself. But Getz said he's going to fight it until the end. He's not going to resign. So, more power to him. If you're not watching the final season of Shameless, you need to be. You really need to be watching it. It'll be on tonight, 9 o'clock on Showtime, if you have Showtime. It looks to be like Dogwood winter, which we had, Thursday and Friday. It was downright damn cold, and it was cold yesterday morning. Looks like that's over, so it looks like spring is here. Extended forecast, we're going to have a couple of days where it's going to get up to 80 in Chattanooga, which, man, anything's better than it was Friday morning. I mean, it was downright cold. But please remember what happened on this day in 1968. And there are still people who condemn Dr. King. I don't understand why. I, for the life of me, cannot understand why anyone would not hold him in such high esteem. There's a reason there's a holiday. And I understand it's Easter. I truly understand, but we need to remember and we need to remember the teachings, how far away we've gone from some of the teachings of the man we celebrate today. And I just, honest to goodness, think that some people have gotten so skewed in their belief system that they think that Jesus Christ would approve of some of the things going on today, some of the laws being passed. And I saw the post during the week where somebody compared Dr. Fauci to Satan. Where does this idiot come up with this stuff? Where do people come up with the idea of comparing Dr. Fauci to Satan? I don't understand it. People, you got to freaking lighten up. Life is too short. It's just too short for us to, it's either my way or the highway. It's like I always ask myself the question, if you're anti-abortion, how can you be pro-death penalty? That's something to ponder. And do we live by the teachings of the Old Testament? Or do we live by the teachings of the New Testament, inspired by Jesus Christ? Which do you do? Now, it was good to see, and how many of you grew up, and this is when there wasn't cable television or satellite or anything else. You had ABC, NBC, and CBS. And you always knew, typically, when I was growing up, it was on Easter night. ABC would air the 10 Commandments. They did it last night. But it's good to see that ABC has kept that alive. They've kept that going. And let's just hope that Hollywood doesn't decide to try to do a remake of it like they did of Ben-Hur. But we got to lighten up. It's just baseball. It's not the end of the world. Quit whining about the All-Star game. Okay? Do me a favor. Go listen to Tony Robbins or something, for Christ's sake. And how many more people are going to start doing motivational things on social media? Is everybody wanting to be the next damn Tony Robbins? Yeah. Take care of yourself. Don't tell me how to take care of me. If I want to be a grumpy old fart, I'll be a grumpy old fart. I've earned that right. And what works for you may not work for somebody else. It's all a matter of opinion. And we all know about opinions. It's like, I gave you my opinion tonight on what's going on. Most stuff I really don't care about. I'm just tired of seeing people whine about it. If you want to boycott Major League Baseball, to hell, go for it. They're not going to miss you. It's like when everybody, I'm going to boycott the NFL because they're taking a knee at the national anthem. I got news for you. The NFL didn't give a damn. They didn't care. I'm going to boycott NASCAR because they won't allow Confederate flag no more. Big deal. They didn't miss you. Don't let the screen door hit you on the way out. No. Reminds me of a great song from back in the 70s, the Sanford Townsend Band, Smoke from a Distant Fire. One of the lyrics was, don't let the screen door hit you on your way out. Now you know why I don't do karaoke, so I'll never be on American Idol with all the karaoke singers that appear on American Idol. Folks, thanks for tuning in tonight. Think about those things. You know, is your state legislator doing the job you elected them to do? Is your Georgia legislature, easy for you to say, is your Georgia legislature doing what you want them to do? And is your Tennessee legislator and legislature doing what you want them to do? They have neither one have addressed any damn thing that helps the people. It's just like Congress. The only thing they've been able to accomplish in Congress was get the stimulus bill through. Otherwise, nothing's happening. Nothing's happening in Nashville. Nothing's happening in Atlanta. And it's time we hold those people accountable for not doing anything, and let's not reelect them. Maybe we could convince Rhonda to run for statewide office in Georgia. If I wasn't so damn old, I would take the write-in campaign from last year and I'd make it a real campaign. Because nobody is doing a damn thing for us. You got to hold them accountable. If you've not, for the folks who live in Chattanooga, if you've not voted early, do it. Because we're electing a new mayor. And personally, I don't care that she went to Hickson High School. I really could care less that Kim White went to Hickson High School. I am supporting Tim Kelly. This Hickson High alum is supporting Tim Kelly. If you've been keeping up with me, a couple of house cleaning things. If you follow me on social media, I have posted updates the last couple of days from my old friend, Cindy's old friend, Hickson High School alum and country music star Danny Shirley of Confederate Railroad, who broke his back this week, and he is improving. Be a long way to recovery, but Danny's one of the good guys. He's one of the good guys. And mock softball swept ETSU this weekend, off to a very slow start, but now they're in conference play, and that's where everything comes together, and that's where you earn your shot at getting into the NCAA tournament by winning your conference tournament. So everything's starting to fall together for Mox softball. Mox football, kudos to Rusty Wright and Mark Wharton for getting rid of the season. Spring football shouldn't be taking place. It's too much to ask, especially in the spring when most college football players load up on classes. That way they can get kind of a break during football season. But it was a smart move, and the pseudo fans of Chattanooga, shut your pie hole. They know what they're doing. So the season will open September 2nd. That's a Thursday night at Finley Stadium against Austin Peay. Yours truly will be there behind the microphone. He'll be behind the microphone starting May the 4th when the Chattanooga Lookouts take the field against the Rocket City Trash Pandas. Folks, that's going to wrap it up for tonight. Thanks to each and every one of you. I know the last couple of weeks we've had a couple of issues where Universal Music Group has decided to block the live stream over songs that I actually have the rights to. But screw them. I don't feel like doing it anymore. So thanks to my son, the executive producer, we now have a new closing video. We will see you guys next Sunday night at 7 o'clock. I'll line us up a guest. Maybe I can get Rhonda to come back on. We can just sit here and shoot the crap. She can talk to us about the 1890s days that are coming up in Rangoed. That's Ranggoad. See y'all next Sunday night, 7 o'clock.
Oh, look at me. I'm rambling again. Well, I hope you folks enjoyed yourselves. Catch you later on down the trail. Say, friend, got any more of that good sarsaparilla?
available